I hear me? I'm in the house with it tonight. We're not in the studio tonight. We in the house. Can y'all hear me? We're gonna see if we can get this thing to work. We got Monday Mistakes. I'm Modi J. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. You know, we in the big house, boss. But that's just because I'm gonna be up tonight watching the football game. So I'm not trying to like move my internet back and forth. And it's raining. So I'm like, all right, we'll just do it in the house tonight. We got tomorrow off, Veterans Day. That's a big plus, you know. Salute to all my brothers and sisters in arms. What up, DeMarcus? Yeah, so we're just gonna do the live from in the house. It might be an hour, might be 2 hours, who knows? But I'm definitely gonna start doing more things over here. Start having some interviews in the house. You know, I got my 2 seats. We'll do that. But we got to talk about the show, man. We got to talk about the show. It's Monday Mistakes. If you don't know where Monday Mistakes came from, it came from watching Power Book 2 Ghost, Monet messing up. And every character makes mistakes, but we got to figure out which 3 characters made the biggest mistakes and how these mistakes can either A, drive them off a cliff, or B, we can get them out that jam. I don't know. Most of the characters you can't get out of a jam, so they just got to deal with it. You know what I mean? They just got to deal with it. What up, Eric? Most characters, when they make a mistake, usually 2 episodes, 3 episodes after that, it's RIP to them. But we only on episode 1, so we got at least a month. Yeah, we got at least a month before we start seeing critical bodies dropping. I think maybe episode 5 we'll start to see things of that nature. What up, Candy? But as of right now, we just chilling. We just chilling. I don't think anyone's gonna get knocked. Claudia should be RIP by now. Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to get Claudia out of here. They get Claudia out of here because what? She in the hospital still. She's stabbed up. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5. Congratulations to Amari being a Grammy nominated. Oh man, we ain't talking about him, man. He ain't got nothing to do. He ain't got nothing to do with this, man. We got rid of him 6 years ago. Leave him alone. You know, we in the power universe right now. We ain't on the clock, but we on the clock. I think out of all the characters, the person I wouldn't care to see go is probably, if I had to make a list, Shanti, Claudia, Jannard, Diamond, Vic, Stacy Marks, shit, almost the whole cast. Almost the whole cast. Nah, it ain't that bad, but I do think we'll get at least 4 major deaths. It's the end of the year, well, the end of the series anyway, so it ain't like we really need anybody to be kicking it. I'm gonna go ahead and go with what you said. Vic probably did make the biggest mistake. Well, I don't know. I won't say Vic made the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake is probably D-Mac with getting in the car with Jannard. When Diamond already told you to go back to the house and sit down, that's probably like the biggest mistake, in my opinion. In that episode, I say D-Mac. Vic didn't really make Vic's biggest mistake is not actually leaving the city. Vic's biggest mistake is going to hang out with his Aunt Beth and Polly's wife. Like, that was Vic's mistake. He could have easily got out the city. I would have went over there. I wouldn't have gave her no money. I would have took the car keys and got low. But if I'm D-Mac, when Diamond told me to go to the house, I'm going to the house and I'm chilling. I'm sitting in the house. You ain't trying to be in the streets that bad. And then you hop in the car with Diamond and he talking about, yeah. Oh, you hop in the car with Jannar, you talking about, yeah, Diamond sent me. You want to make some money? Hell no, I ain't trying to make, not with you. Not with you. The hell with CBI. D-Mac is just, we can't really give him the biggest mistake because he's a kid, but at the same time, man, D-Mac know how to, he know how to handle that steal. So we got to give him a mistake. Vic, on the other hand, see, Vic's mistakes go all the way back. Vic's mistake didn't happen this week. Vic's mistake was because of something he did last year. D-Mac is in it because of what he did today. When I say today, I meant the episode on Friday. You see what I'm saying? Vic shit is just carrying over. He got caught last year. So that mistake really isn't from this week. His only mistake is not leaving and trying to rent a car. Who rents a car? You got the paper trail. They got your name. They got your number. They got your address. There's all kinds of wild shit that they were doing. Mirkovic. All right, let's be honest. Put a 1 in the chat. If you were Mirkovic, would you have taken the sticky note? Put a 1 in the chat if you would. Put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't. And be honest. You got to remember, we in the dope game right now. So for Mirkovic, it really wasn't that much of a mistake because you were entrusted in these people that were paying for your lawyers. You see what I'm saying? At this point, you don't know that Ortega and them are going to double cross you. So you got whatever they give, they giving you a note. If the lawyer's coming in like, look, we can extradite you, we can get you out of here. We got the lawyers paid for. You're going to take that sticky note. You're not just going to be like, yeah, I'm not taking that. No, I don't want that. Hell no, you're going to take that, especially Mirkovic. You up here, you're not a little dog, you up here. Well, it wasn't that he opened it by his face, it went in his pores, and then I guess he grabbed his throat. Because remember, once he hit it, he opened it up. But Mirkovic, that wasn't a, you can count it as a mistake, but it wasn't preventable. The whole thing was the lawyer is there. Hey, we can get you out of here. This is a paid lawyer by the people you working with. So it's like, all right, I really don't have nothing else to go with, or I'm gonna be stuck in here for this RICO. If they say they can extradite me, I gotta take that sticky note. Let me see what this is. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm taking that note. In hindsight, nah, none of us would take it. But if we got to go back to our cell, that note could be like, all right, we're going to get you out of here. This is what we're going to do next. You got to take that note. Because if you don't take the note, that could be a sign of disrespect. Okay, Mirkovic doesn't take the note. If he don't take the note, they go back and tell Ortega and them, hey, man, he ain't take the note. Okay, so is Mirkovic going to flip on us? Boom, now send somebody after him. You got to take the note. You got to take the note. Taking the note is no different than Claudia laying in the bed. Remember, Claudia is laying in the bed. Claudia got the handcuff on her. Claudia has to do whatever the lawyer is talking about because Ortega is paying for all of this. So you got to do it. You got to do it. What did Claudia say? They had Claudia in the bed, handcuffed up, talking about, tell them I'll do whatever they want me to do. Yeah, you got to do it or they going to kill you. We acting like this ain't power. This ain't, I was touched by an angel. This is power. This is power. You see what I'm saying? We making it seem like we can just turn shit down from the cartel. We not getting dope from Tariq and Braden. We getting dope from the cartel. We got lawyers that are so high power. Yeah, we got Davis, but we got Tariq wasn't facing no RICO. You got to do it. So we can't really say that's a mistake. Because if we're gonna say that's a mistake, the biggest mistake is even being in the dope game. But we don't do that. We don't do that. So Claudia and Elise, wait a minute. What did they what did they say was wrong with Claudia? Claudia got stabbed in the back. Remember, Claudia was on the phone. They came and shanked her up. They put Claudia in the hospital bed because she couldn't walk. But now Claudia, the same day Claudia's in the hospital, they wake her ass up and then they let her go to just go talk on the phones. Hello? Yeah, it's crazy in here. Like, what kind of prison is this? Yeah, Claudia got poked up. She went to the hospital, well, the infirmary. She set her ass in there. And then the very next day, she's making phone calls. Like, nah, you didn't got stabbed up. You ain't no phone calls. So can Claudia walk, or what are they like pushing her around? What are they doing? What's Claudia doing? Like, is she walking down there? Because I was confused on that part. I didn't know. I mean, I know it's television, but we just trying to push stuff together. I like, what the hell? I don't know. Maybe that just be overthinking. Claudia's walking. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Wait, Vic doesn't know that Claudia is alive. No one knows that Claudia is alive right now, except for Stacy. Tommy don't know. Jannard and them don't know. Vic don't know. No one knows that Claudia is alive. She just in the she's just in jail. And I don't think she's gonna get out. Well, she might end up getting out. Do you think that Stacy is gonna tell Vic that his sister is still alive? You know what I mean? Yeah, B Hayes, you probably typed in all caps. Yeah, Stacy, she gonna tell Vic, you need to continue to work for it. Oh man, because Vic's always messed up. Vic gotta work with Tommy. Vic gotta work with Stacy. Stacy's gonna tell Vic that his sister's still alive, which is the only person left in the Flynn family. He's gonna try to do everything he can, try to set up Tommy. Tommy's gonna be trying to set up the feds. It's just about to be a big circle of life. Someone still needs to finish the job with Claudia, though. No, I can't remember. Did no 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 no. The hit the hit on Tommy and Shanti, remember he went and talked to Miguel about that. So he knows the hit came from Miguel. That's why he went to talk to Miguel at the end of the episode. So no, that didn't come from Claudia. He didn't think that was Claudia. Because that's why he popped up on Miguel, because he remember he took the mask off and he realized, oh, okay, these are only what are they, Colombian or Mexican? He just knew that they the only Hispanics in Chicago right now. So there's only one crew of Hispanics, all right, and that's Che, the Marquez cartel. So we know it had to come from them. We know it ain't the Serbs. We know it ain't the Albanians. We know it ain't the Irishmen. we know it's only one cartel here, so we know who we gotta go after. Miguel, because Che ain't gonna send them. Che wants to make money, so he wants Tommy to be around. I would like to see Che more though, because this back and forth between Tommy and his brother Miguel. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really want to see that too much. What's up, Shonda? Tell me the part where y'all saying, because I thought Tommy figured out it was Miguel when he snuck up on Miguel when he was lurking behind the thing. That was my understanding. But then again, he did say Shanti was double dipping, but he knew the snitch was Vic. I'd have to go back and watch it. I might watch the episode one time and then we'll just go from there. Hmm. Very interesting, though, nonetheless. I'm trying to think. Tommy's mistakes. Well, Tommy's mistake is the same mistake every season. Tommy falls in love with that, and it gets him in too much trouble. Diamond out here, I don't know, man. Diamond and Jannard, they kind of weird, man. Them was some weird ass brothers. Why they care who smashing who? Tommy messing with B Ray. Tommy, I know you was messing with me, Ray. Are you going to keep stuff in the dark from me anymore? We going to tell each other. We supposed to be partners. We supposed to be boys. I don't know. I'm be honest with you. I ain't go back to last season and watch one episode. I didn't do no refreshing. I just jumped into the third season. Like, this is where we at, y'all. This is where we at. This is what it's gonna be. See, my whole thing was, I thought when Tommy went over there, in my mind, I'm picturing Tommy pulled up on Miguel because he knew Miguel was the one that did that. And anything he talked about with Claudia, because Tommy doesn't even know that Claudia is alive. Claudia got hit last season. Oh man, we don't need no more love. First of all, DeMarcus said, "Welcome to the Forest Universe." Samantha as Ray, Vic's new love interest. I seen that, and when I first seen it, I seen her name mentioned. I never did an article on it, but Vic ain't got time for no love interest. Vic is about to be on the run, so why does Vic need a love interest? Give D-Mac a love interest. Matter of fact, we don't need no more love interest. All the love interest is getting niggas caught up. Eric, I don't know who knows where what is, to be honest with you. I don't know where anything is. Jannar had niggas camped outside of Tommy's firehouse. I don't know. It's all kinds of weird, man. I don't know. It's TV, so anything could happen. But we don't need no more love interest. We got Miguel and his sister, which is weird. Like, if I can't have her, you can't either. But Tommy and Mireya would. Miguel as a third wheel. Shanti and Shanti and Jannard. And if Vic gets one, Stacy Marks and Bobby DeFranco. Diamond lost his because he got Leon killed. Yeah, we don't need no more. We don't need no more. We don't need no more. It ain't gonna do nothing but get somebody shot. And we don't want nobody else to get shot, do we? I mean, we do, but we don't, if that makes sense. We do, but we don't. Let's see. Vic is on the run. He doesn't really have a choice. Diamond's mistake is fucking around with Jannard. The whole King Kilo, I can't sleep. That How long are we going to be pushing the King Kilo storyline? And do we even need King Kilo? You know what I mean? Yeah, but when he had Kendra, that was way back in that time. Do we need King Kilo? King Kilo's gonna be in jail. They're gonna send some shooters. The shooters are gonna fail because Shanti and Jannar want them to get at Tommy and Diamond in order for them to get hand over D-Mac. King Kilo should be like, nigga, I'm not killing nobody. Hand over D-Mac or we're gonna kill you. We're not getting rid of Tommy. We're not getting rid of Diamond. That ain't got nothing to do with our beef. What up, Jeremiah? You know what I mean? King Kilo. No, I'm not going after Tommy and Diamond. No. That you want me to be on Mo's Monday mistake? Hell no. I'm not going after the nigga whose show it is. I don't have beef with Tommy. I don't have beef with Diamond. I want that nigga D-Mac. Hey, Jannard, you gonna get D-Mac or I'm on your ass. You got 1 week. I don't even know how many hours that is, but it's a lot of hours to be doing some work. Shanti talking about, look. Look, we'll get King Kilo. We'll get D-Mac. We'll get him close. We'll get King Kilo to take out Tommy and Diamond, and then we hand over King Kilo. We hand him over. Here you go, King Kilo. Like King Kilo's like, yeah, let me send my trash ass shooters to go after Diamond and Tommy. We ain't trying to do that. For what? For what? Is I'm just gonna be real with y'all. When you got a junkie like Jannard, this is what happens. When you let junkies do sober people's jobs, this is what happens. All right, you hit it once, twice. Okay, you can probably bounce back. But we seen Jannard up under the bridge doing Lord knows what for a hit of that age. Why is Jannard doing any of this? Have somebody talk to King Kilo. I'm not going to talk to King Kilo in prison. And I'm not gonna keep calling this nigga King Kilo. This nigga is a lockdown, stepped on brick. That's what we're gonna call him, stepped on, because he locked up right now. So we're not gonna call him King Kilo no more on my channel. We're gonna call that nigga stepped on, because he locked up. I can't sleep. His biggest mistake is fucking with Jannard. Everybody in the city knows Jannard on that shit. Everybody knows. When you in that tight-knit community, everybody knows who's on that stuff. In your city, you know. The people you hang around, you know, okay, that person spoke a lot. That person is drunk. That person be on some hard drugs. Everybody knows. So why are we still dealing with Jannard? And Jannard's running around. Shanti's running his life now. So for Jannard, his mistake, it dates back, but if we just gonna go off the mistake from here, is listening to Shanti. Yeah, the sleepy brick, the sleepy king. Hey, the sleepy king, I like that. You can get you a therapeutic bed or you can get the sleepy king. This is the sleepy king. I can't sleep. Nigga. Jannard need to get sleepy king some of that H. I bet that'll put your ass to sleep. That'll put your ass to sleep. And why do you want D-Mac so bad? I know it's TV, but when you think about it, it's like, dog, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm in prison, and I'm looking for the young nigga that killed my young nigga. This is what I'm exhausting all my energy. Instead of, hey, Jannard, bring me some of that dope. Sneak some of the dope in. Let me make some money. Put my niggas on. I'm hearing you niggas is running the streets. Instead of doing something, I was gonna say something good for the neighborhood, but that really selling dope ain't good for the neighborhood. Do something productive. Do something productive and make some money or something. But instead, I can't sleep. You got 1 week or I'm coming after you. Sleepy King. Send your people after D-Mac. It's D-Mac. Everybody in the city know D-Mac a bitch. My bad, D-Mac. But everybody in the city know D-Mac a hoe. D-Mac straight pussy. Yeah, he caught that body. But we know D-Mac didn't want to. He was scared as hell. D-Mac was scared as hell. And now we got to run around the city thinking this nigga D-Mac like that. I'm going to be the first to tell y'all, D-Mac ain't like that. D-Mac ain't like that. Repeat after me. D-Mac ain't like that. All right? D-Mac ain't like that. Tamika's in here. Come on. D-Mac ain't like that. Come on. D-Mac ain't like that. You got it. D-Mac ain't like that. D-Mac's mistake is thinking he could get in the game. You ain't shooting up your daddy bar no more, boy. You in the game for real, nigga. D-Mac ain't like that. D-Mac hopped in the car. Yeah, I got the photos for episode 2, but I got Monday mistakes. So after that, I have the video for the photos for tomorrow. D-Mac ain't like the... Man, come on, Diamond. Let me get back in the game, man. Let me showcase my skills. Then he on TikTok. So what is he about? All right, what do you guys think about that? I think D-Mac, he gonna probably tell Jannar, look, man, I can start selling some dope to the white kids. Or was he envious of the white kids having some money? Jeremiah said D-Mac ain't grow up like Tariq. Hell no. But if we being honest though, D-Mac actually grew up a pretty normal childhood. I'm gonna be honest. D-Mac's childhood wasn't really that bad. D-Mac chose to be bad. You know what I mean? D-Mac he didn't really have a bad life. He chose to be an ignorant mother effer. Yeah, he didn't know who his dad was. He didn't see his dad, but it wasn't like his mom was living that bad. D-Mac was just running around the streets acting a damn fool. D-Mac does have 2 bodies, but he still ain't like that. He still ain't like that. He still ain't. I got 5 bodies and I ain't like that. Shit, D-Mac got 2. Let's see. Let's see if D-Mac's really, well, we do see him strapped up, pause, in the trailer for the season. Well, I want to see D-Mac in some real action to determine if he's really like that. Anyone could run up on somebody and just spray and pray and get the hell up out of there. That's easy. I want to see him walk a nigga down. I want to see some hand to hand. Anyone could run up and shoot somebody and run off. You know what I mean? Anyone could run up. I want to see him walk some shit down. I want to see somebody know that D-Mac is pulling up and they go at it. I can easily run up behind you, sneak up on you and blang blang and then run off. But that don't mean I'm like that. I mean, I'm a scary nigga. BA said he's trying to get a location on the dice game. That could be one thing. All right. Now, see, that'll give us, there we go. Now, if D-Mac goes, let's get a scenario because we talking mistakes. We won't, in my prediction for the season, I said I wanted to see D-Mac crash out. All right, hear me out. D-Mac gets a drop on where they're gambling and shooting dice. He seen that they had to stack some money. And you know, ain't nothing sexier to a young nigga than stack some money. If D-Mac goes over there, tells Jannar to drive him over, yeah, there we go. Now we get something. D-Mac hopped in the car with Jannar. He wants to prove to CBI that he's really like that. He wants to prove to us because I don't believe D-Mac ain't like that. I don't believe D-Mac ain't like that. D-Mac ain't like that. He hops in the car with Jannar. Hey, yeah, man, you know, I'm trying to do whatever, man. I'm trying to showcase my skills. Jannar like, oh, yeah, really? They pull up to the dice game. If D-Mac go in there, pistol whip a couple of, well, I don't know. They didn't look tough, man. Look like some white boys, man, some kids. But if D-Mac goes in there and robs them, all right, I'll take back what I say. But yeah, I want to see D-Mac in the real environment. Since we talking mistakes, he already with Jannard, which is the biggest mistake that he can make, because Jannard is trying to set his ass up. If Jannard takes him over there, he either robs the game, he got a pistol whip somebody, or pop somebody. If D-Mac wants to prove to me that he really like that, he got to do an armed robbery or something. I don't want, there's a dude on the corner, you're watching, hiding, and you just ambushing. This is power. This is power, man. You got to go in there and pistol whip something. You got to stand on business, walk something down, let them know. You know what I mean? C, B, I. Do you know what I mean? C, B, I. Hey, hit that like button for me. We got 35, 40 people in here. We only got 15 likes. Yeah, hit that like button for me. This is Monday Mistakes. I'm going to start doing some more lives up here. I'm going to get my laptop together, though, and actually have it set up where I can use this TV behind us. We do need to see Marshall, though. We haven't seen Marshall. We haven't seen JP. What are you guys' thoughts on Diamond listening to his brother Jannard? Because they've been going back and forth since we first seen him. Do we think that Diamond really trusts Jannard at this point? Does Diamond trust Jannard? And Jeremiah, you're right. This could have just been a continuation there. And that's what I said Friday night. There wasn't a time jump. It was literally Barcelona, Tommy, and that's where we pick up. It was literally like the same night, the same minute, the same hour. It was just a continuation. They could have did episode 10, a two-part series last year, and then left it on a cliffhanger with Claudia getting up out the hospital or the Vic situation. And then by that time, they could have gave us a little time jump where Tommy had Vic doing a couple of things for him, maybe like a month, 2 months. Claudia could have been recovered. Because this shit moving fast. Claudia gets stabbed up. Claudia's up and at it. Yeah, Big Sid told him that, but do we think that he actually trusts Jannard? There's only so many times you can go back and forth with somebody before you're like, man, I don't trust this nigga. When we named him Junkie J, we already knew we could. We already knew we couldn't trust Junkie J. But now, Junkie J didn't convince Diamond to low-key double-cross Tommy with the D-Max setup. So is Diamond trying to stay in Tommy's good graces, or is he trying to do his own thing? It's all, see, Diamond's mistake is even trying to get back in the game, bro. There's no reason for Diamond to try to be back in the game. And did we forget that these niggas killed a cop? D-Mac got a cop. Diamond got a cop. We know Tommy got a couple cops. And these niggas are just walking around Chicago, just chilling and hanging out. You need to get in the house. You already got 2 bodies on you. You don't want the police looking for you, do you? Oh, come on, man. Let me back in the game. Did you talk to your Uncle Tommy? You know he's fucking Mireya now. It's yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just got bodies all around Chicago. No one's investigating shit. We got police that are gone. No one's seen the PO no more. No one's seen Bennigan no more. And we got Stacey Marks. They talking about, look, fuck Tommy Egan, fuck all the street shit. Just get the Rico on Claudia and Ortega because Mirkovich is gone. Just get the Rico and then we'll get you the mayor. Just the hell with everything else. Bobby DeFranco, well, Vic caught that body, but there's a cop there. They don't know that Vic did it. But it's like 15 police done died in Chicago, and no one cares. The lady from the DNC came in there and said, oh, okay, yeah, you're looking for Tommy Egan. You mean the guy that's been wanted for 11 years? The one that was allegedly dead that popped up and killed 2 marshals in New York City when he linked up with the woman that told on him, but he hates snitches but never took her out. And his nephew was snitched too, and he actually killed Angela Valdez. That guy Tommy, fuck that guy Tommy, and go get the convictions on the Rico. We'll make you mayor. Hey, no, she was face to face with Tommy. She had Tommy in her hands and let Tommy go on some fucking bullshit. But the hell with Tommy Egan, let's just go get the Rico charge. You thought Vic was dead? You thought Tommy, the cartel, got rid of Vic? But when Vic gets in your car and you just heard that you go get promotion, you let Vic just go free to roam the streets? Why didn't you say, no, Vic, you coming in with me, white boy? We about to, you need to tell us everything you know. You need to tell us everything that happened. You need to help us the fuck out to get these convictions. Your sister is alive. She got stabbed the fuck up. She working with Ortega and them. Did you not hear that Mirkovich died? No, we can't let one of our witnesses, our key witnesses, just roam the streets. Vic is out here chilling at his auntie's house. When Stacy Marks knows that she needs to get the conviction, but the nigga that is tied to Tommy, whose sister is in the hospital, who they all are tied to Mirkovich, she just let him in the car and just left. At first, I thought we were going to have a decent police force here. We got the worst. At least they locked that nigga James St. Patrick's ass up. At least they had James St. Patrick in jail for a couple days. Vic is out here on the run. Vic worked for the feds and he worked for Tommy. And they just letting the nigga do whatever. I'm like, what the hell? Hell no. Bring Vic bitch ass in, throw a tracking device on his ass, keep 2 officers on him at all times. Bobby DeFranco, you got to step it up, brother. You're the only person I can see that's gonna get us out this jam, man. Stacy Marks, I had high hopes for you. Bobby DeFranco is the only cop I know that plays it by the book, straight and narrow, and he really wants to get the job done. The only problem is fucking all of his witnesses, all of his work is going out the window because Stacy Marks ass. I'm like, Stacy, come on, girl. Come on. Stacy. Do we gotta expose Stacy for who she is? Stacy, wasn't you on The Shy? Wasn't you on this? Ain't you Kevin's stepmama, Stacy? Ain't you Kevin's mama? That's why we can't get shit done. You hanging out with Keisha and them. Bring your ass to force and get the job done. We in Chicago, you walking down the street playing your other role. Fuck that other role. Lock these niggas up, man. Put Tommy behind bars. Put Vic behind bars. And if you can't get Tommy, you can't get Vic, then go after the niggas. Get Diamond, get Jannard, get JP black ass. Get this nigga out of here. Somebody's got to do something. Someone's got to save the fucking city. Someone needs to take the initiative to save Chicago. Chicago is ground zero for mistakes. This is unacceptable, man. 10 police officers in the middle of the street. Federal agents laying in the streets. But it don't matter because we got Claudia. Mirkovich is gone. They didn't even investigate. Mirkovich died. They didn't even say, let's see who took Mirkovich out. Who took out one of the biggest guys in the RICO that we about to get in Chicago. One of the biggest dope dealers since John Gotti. You know what I mean? Since the St. Valentine's Day massacre. They don't even, no one knows who CBI is in the city. No one knows who CBI is. The Albanians didn't know who the fuck CBI is. Mirkovich is like, who the fuck are these niggas? The Flynn's didn't even know who CBI was. The only reason the Flynn's knew CBI was because Vic and Jannard couldn't get a deal off. That's it. Nobody knows who CBI, nobody of importance. You know, you got the big dogs, then you got the little niggas. CBI was nothing but little niggas. There's only one nigga in CBI that got money, and that's Jannard. Jannard had the Lamborghini. We haven't seen no one else in CBI with a car. Every time we see niggas, they walking around. Like, damn, I thought y'all was getting money. Shanti's crew, weak as hell. These niggas is some boxers. But we don't ever see her crew stand on no business. You know what? The biggest mistake is these niggas let Tommy in the motherfucking city. How the hell you know the crazy thing? It's not even like Tommy got power. Let's really think about this. Tommy doesn't have dope. Tommy doesn't have territory. Tommy don't even have a crew. And Tommy just running around the city and all these niggas fear Tommy. Think about it. CBI got the territory. CBI had the pipelines. The Flynn's had their territory. The Flynn's had they pipeline. The Albanians got their territory. They got their pipeline. Tommy doesn't have anything. Tommy's clicked up with CBI. Tommy is trying to get in with the cartel. Miguel got his crew. He got his territory. But everybody is scared of Tommy. Chicago, they got y'all looking weak right now, man. They got y'all. Tommy's running around. Tommy stays in an abandoned firehouse, man. Did we forget that? Did we forget that Tommy's living in a firehouse? Everybody in the city know where Tommy lived. I don't know if y'all remember this though. There was one point where niggas had grenade launchers. You remember when Mirkovich and them, wasn't Mirkovich or was it the Serbs? I think it was Mirkovich's people though. They pulled up with grenade launchers to the hood. But they scared of Tommy Egan. No, I know Mirkovic. When I was saying, was it the Serbs? I couldn't remember. Did Mirkovic pull up with him though? That's what I meant to say. Was Mirkovic with the Serbs when they pulled up, or was it just his people? Because I remember they pulled up. And we were watching the niggas were jumping out the way. They shot up the hood with goddamn grenade launchers, man. What up, Caleb? Like, dog, how the hell? Like Tommy is always using. Well, I guess that's good. As long as you don't have an actual crew, you don't really have to be loyal to anybody, if that makes sense. You do business with Diamond, but this is Diamond's crew. I don't have to pay Diamond's crew. Diamond's got to pay Diamond's crew. This is Tommy with Vic. I don't have to pay any of the people that work with Vic. So it does make sense. The only people Tommy got to worry about is JP and D-Mac. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. When you really think about it, it's literally this. Listen to this crew. If I told you there's a white boy, a he and his son running the city, would y'all believe me? If let's just say remove power, if I told you, man, look, shit, where I'm from, man, is this crazy ass white boy, his gay brother, and his gay brother's son, and them niggas took over the city. Would y'all believe that story? If I told y'all that, would you believe that? I mean, they went at it with the cartel. They didn't win at it with the Serbs. They didn't win at it with the Albanians. They didn't win at it with the Four Horsemen. They didn't win at it with damn near every single ethnicity you can think of. They didn't win at it with. And it's just those three, and they didn't took shit down. I'm talking about they sold a dope product called Dahlia, nigga. They didn't made up a drug, flooded the whole market with that shit. They didn't clicked up with every single crew you can think of. It got to the point where this white boy, he got so powerful in the city, he got two brothers beefing with each other. He got these niggas in a boxing ring going at it. This nigga is different. And then I mentioned he got a snitch for a daddy, and his mama is a crackhead. Did I tell you all that? I ain't tell you that part, did I? It's this crazy ass white boy, his he brother with his little son, his crackhead mama, his daddy was a snitch, and they run the whole city. No crew. No crew. No product. Because remember, Tommy getting the product from Che and them. Remember, Tommy working for the cartel now. Tommy ain't got his own work. Tommy been in the game since 2014, and Tommy ain't even a boss yet. Let's not forget that. Tommy is not a boss. Tommy is upper management, but Tommy is not a boss. Tommy's mistake, as I mentioned before we even had the spinoff of Force, Tommy's mistake is being in the game past his expiration date. Tommy's 45 years old and still not a boss. Tommy's no different than me. Tommy is the illegitimate me in the white version. I go to work, I'm upper management. Tommy goes to work, he's upper management. I go to work by myself, no crew. Tommy goes to work by himself, no crew. Me and Tommy are exactly the same. It's just I'm legit, Tommy's not. You see what I'm saying? Tommy's going at it with Miguel for that promotion. I'm going, well, I ain't going against nobody for my promotion because I'm just second in line. But me and Tommy, the same exact person. It's just I'm legit Tommy crooked. Tommy is still counting money in a warehouse, and it's not even enough money to get away. What do you mean, Diamond? I'm handling business. Like, nigga, you not handling business, nigga. Niggas is trying to kill you, Tommy. Tommy, you got 3 seasons. You done drove to New York and back in a goddamn Mustang, man. You didn't put so many miles on this classic car. You're still here. Go to California. You wasn't supposed to stop in Chicago. If you would have went to California, you would have been all right. Now we stuck up here. You know that Vic is a snitch, but you still trying to get in with the cartel. Tommy, give it up, man. Give it up. What they say, settle down, old man. Go start a family. Well, Tommy did start a family. But what did Tommy do when he started a family? He killed his baby mama. Now, when we look back, there's 2 reasons the original Power didn't work, guys. I'm gonna break that down for you real quick before we get up out of here. The 2 reasons the OG Power did not work. The 2 reasons OG Power didn't work is because you had half smart chicken head Tasha and you had this stupid ass white boy Tommy. James was trying to go legit. James was trying to get the fuck out the game, but Tommy is 50 years old, still in the dope game, the same spot. Tommy is actually doing worse than what he was doing when he was with James St. Patrick, and James was trying to go legit. Tommy is the biggest mistake in the Power universe because when we go back and watch fucking Origins, I guarantee you Paul Wall is going to be the reason Chameleonaire got fucked up in the game. Tommy Egan is the downfall of James St. Patrick because Tommy Egan wanted to continue to sell drugs. Tasha, the half-smart chicken head, wanted James to be the fucking biggest drug dealer in New York City when all James wanted to do was have a legitimate club and become the lieutenant governor and have free buses in New York City for everybody. But no, Tommy, I don't want to go legit, James. I want to connect. No, nigga, we were tied up by the connect, nigga. No. We've been bullshitting for 11 years because of Tommy. There's not one season. Even Tariq, James, I mean, Tommy ain't even giving good advice. Tariq, you got 1 foot in the game, you got 1 foot out, you gotta make a decision. But I'm leaving, nigga. Don't start a war. And then you call this nigga Tariq, man. I need you down here. Tommy Egan may be the biggest fuck up in the Power universe. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Ain't no one else gonna say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and be real with y'all. Tommy Egan is the biggest fuck up in Power universe, man. Tommy Egan, listen, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. What's the first mistake that we ever saw? The first mistake we ever saw was in the basement. This stupid motherfucker Tommy brought the goddamn, what's the name, to the damn warehouse, and for the whole 6 years, I heard that voice before. I heard that voice. It's a ghost. Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan is the reason James St. Patrick is dead. Tommy Egan is the reason Tasha was snitching. Tommy Egan is the biggest mistake in the Power universe. Now, I can't wait till Origins drop, and I'm going to connect it to Tommy because Tommy fucked Ghost over. And we're all sitting here talking about we love Tommy. Man, fuck Tommy. Hell no. Tommy ruined everything for everybody. Tommy brought Kanan back around. Tommy kept Holly around. She started stealing. Tommy had Lakeisha around. She thought she was running shit and she was about to start snitching. Everything leads back to Tommy. Tommy killed Angela Valdez. Now everyone's getting searched by the feds because of Tommy. Yeah, Tommy did say nigga. We all seen that. They try to say, no, he didn't say that, but I don't know nothing that rhymes with nigga but nigga. The only thing I know that rhymes with nigga is nigga. Damn, Tommy, they just exposed you. Tommy, I ain't want to do that. I ain't want to do that, Tommy, but they just called you out on all that. Tommy killed his baby mother, so he killed a child. Tommy got his mom high on drugs. His daddy was a snitch. He got his brother JP into making Dahlia. He got his nephew into selling drugs. He convinced Tariq to continue to sell drugs. Tommy has to be the worst character in the Power universe. What up, little Rich? Yeah, Tommy. Well, everybody in the Power universe been told damn near. I think Yaz is the only one that hasn't. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. This is Monday Mistakes. Monday Mistakes is really just, us talking about the characters when they messed up. There's Since it's the last season, the only thing you can do is walk away alive. That's the best thing you can do in the Power universe. But typically, we know villains, none of them survive. So it's only maybe three characters that can make it out. Maybe JP will get knocked and D-Mac will survive, but both of them can't make it. Either Jannard gets knocked and Diamond survives, or vice versa, but both of them can't make it. Nah, man, 2-bit. 2-bit ain't say nothing. Now Spank, I get spanked that. And everybody tried to blame Tariq for Raina. I know, we just on some free time right now. Everybody tried to blame Tariq for Raina. Raina got herself killed. You've been looking for my brother? You need to leave him alone. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna leave him alone, all right, with this 4 pound. Let me see something. Hey, what was Cedric the Entertainer's name on here when they got his ass up out of there? Like, that was pointless. And I'm trying to think, what could they? Because I don't want to see this sibling rivalry between Tommy and Miguel all season, man. Unless y'all want to. I mean, I personally don't mind it, but JP might sacrifice life. I don't know. I think JP just gonna get popped with everything that's going on. Well, you're right. He might sacrifice himself to protect D-Mac. I don't know, man. Guys, don't stress me out, man. Don't stress me out. Don't stress me out. Now we're gonna be all right though, man. I think the season's gonna be cool. Episode 1 was a long ass continuation from not from last, from 2 years ago. But I think we'll get better once we gotta reach that plateau and we gotta run with it. We gotta episode 2 we should pick up because it did seem drawn out, but episode 2 we should pick up, and then 3, 4 we cool, we cruising. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Rico was terrible. He got popped eating chicken wings. No, he had shrimp, I think. Shit, I can't remember. He's only there for one episode. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Monday Mistakes. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so we do have To Be Tuesday tomorrow. We got To Be Tuesday tomorrow on the channel. I don't know what we're gonna watch on there. I'm gonna watch this Monday night football game. What up, Queen? What's going on? Well, we got some free time. We got some free time. Y'all give me 5 minutes of your attention. I really don't want to see Tariq in this shit. I'm sorry. That's just me. And the reason I don't want to see Tariq in force, what what is Tariq gonna do here, man? Are they about to make Tariq a tough guy? Is Tariq gonna come to Chicago and be a tough guy? Like, what's Tariq coming with, the arsenal, RPGs, grenades with no pins? You know what I mean? Like, we just seen Tariq get chumped out in New York City. We just seen Tariq get played by Effie. We just seen Tariq get played by Diana. We just seen Tariq get set up. We just seen Tariq. We know who Tariq is. If he ain't on the college campus, Tariq ain't like that. What is Tariq gonna come and help do? Fight the cartel? You mean to tell me the kid in canonical studies is about to come to Chicago and lay some shit down? I don't know, man. I don't want to see. We're gonna have legacy. All right, cool. Let's see what the legacy is. But even with legacy, they say power never ends, but there's got to be a day that it stops. I'm not saying power, but 11 years was that 6, 4, that's 10 for Tariq. 10 seasons for Tariq. Tommy was over there too, so I can give him at least one of those seasons. 10 seasons for Tommy, 11 years, legacy. What are we going to do? Start all over? That's what we're going to do? Start all over? You mean to tell me we got to find a new cadet, a new plug, a new city, new love interest? We got to start all over from nothing? You know me. I like the actors. This ain't nothing on them. I'm just saying for us, how long can we beat? I won't say a dead horse because we're still interested. We would have loved to seen another season of Ghost, but I'm not saying we're running out of ideas, but we're not going forward. We're starting to go back. So we got the Raising Cain, and then we got the Origins. So we're filling in the pieces leading up to where we started off. But that's just going to show us that Tommy's been doing this since 1990, let's just say 1995 to 2025. 30 years, and Tommy still ain't the boss. Tommy still ain't the big dog. Tommy been slanging dope since 1995, and he still ain't that guy. Give it a break. You're not LeBron James. At least LeBron is out there giving us 24. This nigga Tommy been slinging dope since 95. It's 2025, and this nigga still trying to get a connect. He's still trying to prove himself to Che. We got to do this, man. We got to get the Albanians to show Che that we really big in the city. And he can't. It's over with, Tommy. It's over with. Get the leather jacket. Zip it up. Hop in the whip. Sell the whip. Get the fuck out the country. You ain't got a passport, but you can go down to Mexico, tell Che to smuggle your... I seen Meech and Terry jumping off of helicopters in goddamn Mexico. Tommy can get to Mexico. If Meech and Terry were hanging out, shooting RPGs, rappelling down from the roof of shit, beefing with the cartel, beefing with the federales, Tommy could get his ass down in Mexico and get busy. Tommy, it's time to leave the States, man. You've been in the game since 95, Tommy. Your biggest mistake is that you never learned from Ghost. You never learned from Kanan. You didn't learn from Snaps and Pops. You didn't learn from Uncle Marvin and Uncle Lou. You ain't learned a damn thing, Tommy. It's been 30 years. 30 years and you ain't did shit. You ain't got nothing to your name. Your mama, you still basically live with your mama. Come on, Tommy. This ain't what we want to see from Tommy. Tommy, put the business suit on. Turn yourself into the feds. Tommy, you'd be real good. You and Mecca, y'all would be identical twins. You could go in there and you could just start snitching on everybody. You can start telling on everybody. That would be a good job for you because at this age, man, nobody respects the streets, Tommy. And you've been in the streets since 95. We got origins coming, so we're gonna see what you was doing. So you can't hide your past, Tommy. We know who you are and what you became, but you can't hide what you came from, Tommy. We're gonna see origins and we're gonna know what you was doing. We're gonna know what you was doing. So you gonna have to explain yourself. To be honest, I don't even know where they would do legacy yet. But if they do legacy, I won't say if, when they do legacy, they're gonna have to make Tariq's character. Tariq is pretty much gonna have to be where James was at the end of his, you know what I'm saying, before his untimely demise. That's the only place Tariq can be. We can't see Tariq moving bricks. We gotta see Tariq like professional and like doing other shit. But Tommy's a one-trick pony. Tommy can only be in the streets. You know what I mean? There's nothing else that we can see Tommy do. He can't be a mechanic. We can't see him working in the office. Tommy, I think your mistake is, man, you didn't know when to quit. You didn't know when to quit. That's really Tommy's mistake. I'm on the phone. I don't know what super chat did you send. Let me see. Oh, okay. How would I feel if Kanan's cousin Eric unalived Tariq? Man, who the hell is Eric? Man, they not killing Tariq, man. They're not killing Tariq. Tariq is gonna walk off into the sunset. They're not killing Tariq. Tommy might get it in legacy, but who knows? I mean, I guess it's more like character fatigue. And like I said, I definitely would have been interested in seeing another season of Ghost because we found out that they rushed that one to get rid of it. But if we're gonna do the spin-offs, start doing the spin-offs. Like take one of the characters. I know they always, well, Courtney Kemp always said she wanted to do an Effie spin-off. I don't want to do an Effie spin-off. But you could do a Kane spin-off. Cause we got Kane for 4 seasons. You could do it like a how they did Forrest, give him Kane like 3 seasons. But I don't know, man. I guess it is character fatigue because it's only so long that you can sing the same old song. It's only so long that Tariq is slaying dope. Like Tariq's got to get out of college. We can't continue to be around the college campus. Tommy Egan, like, let's be real. When we were watching the OG Power, we assumed that the OG Power was as realistic as we could get. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we know it was fictional, but the OG Power, when we watched it, we were immersed in, okay, this could be happening for real. You know what I mean? James St. Patrick, they got this stuff going on. Once we got to Tommy's story, then we started getting extra animated. Even with the with the Proctor situation. You rat like he shot up the whole apartment complex. Like they never solved that. Tommy was snitched on by Tasha. The feds officially, unofficially know that Tommy is alive. And Tommy's just on the run, but it's not like Tommy's hiding. Tommy's out here in the streets. Tommy's showing up to convention centers in tuxedos. Tommy is on camera. Tommy is blowing the city up. Tommy is still deleting cops. Tommy is face to face with the feds. Tommy is doing all this wild shit, and he's still out here untouched, unscathed. So it's like, all right, we get it, but this isn't, let's not get too far away from power. When we watch Raising Kanan, they not doing no wild shit. Yeah, they got the van, they pull up, but I kind of want to get back to the, because Tommy's doing a lot of joking around. I mean, that's Tommy's character. I don't know. I don't want to get too far away from power. Does that make sense? You does that make sense? I don't want to get too far away. Like, where are we going? I'm definitely going to watch Legacy, and I'm not saying it's going to be bad, but where are we going? I don't want to get out of touch of power. Yeah, Raising Kanan, realistic. The OG power, like those first 3-4 seasons, I say up to 4, realistic. And then it's like, okay, it get a little far fetched, but you got to, expand and you start getting a bigger audience. You got to market to it. But I don't want to get too far away from power where it's course correct. A brick is coming out the wall. We putting dope in. We got Tommy. Like, I don't. It's not Fast and Furious all the way. Right now, it's just Furious. All right? Right now, it's just Furious. We haven't got to the Fast and Furious part yet. We just at the Furious. But I'm interested in the show. I just don't want them to get too far away from what we became accustomed to. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all. That's just me personally. But I'm gonna speak my mind, man. I mean, I love Power. That's what I started my YouTube off of, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all of them. I just don't want us to get too far away from our roots. You know what I mean? We the people, man. We gonna watch and support, but let's steer back to what we know. You know what I mean? Let's steer back. Even if we do a legacy, maybe introduce new characters and have Tommy and Tariq play more of like an executive role. We don't see them as much, and it's like, all right, they pop up and they get advice. Like maybe Tariq ain't really in the game, but Tariq knows the game, and Tariq is giving the advice. Tariq could be like the 24-year-old, 20, what, 4 years, 22, 23. Yeah, so he'd be like the 23, 24-year-old, like, I've been in the game. I did like this and this. You guys can maneuver this, but let's get to that realism, man. Let's dial it back a little bit. But let's get to that realism. Let's not be beefing. This is 2025, guys. This ain't Big Meech and them where you just beefing with the cartel and stuff. Let's scale it back. It's 2025. You're not getting away with all this shit like we used to be. Not like snaps and pops, more like, because snaps and pops aren't selling the dope. Snaps and pops are just the financiers. I really don't want Tariq to be involved. I want Tariq to have a little bit of money because Tariq got to graduate college. Tariq graduate college, he gets all of his shit. Remember, that's all Tariq got to do is finish college. Tariq graduates college, he gets this shit. So Tariq could be like, all right, well, I got some shit. I'm doing like an investment and shit, but I could give you niggas advice. But Tariq could still be involved. But I don't know. I just don't see how we can have Tommy Egan, who isn't a boss after 30 years, and Tariq teaming up. And Tommy's dead. The feds know that Tommy's dead. We can't keep forgetting that Tommy's dead. You see what I'm saying? We can't forget that Tommy's dead. There's only so much that Tommy could be running around, and Stacey Marks knows he's alive. Man, the whole fucking feds, the DEA knows Tommy's alive. Bobby DeFranco had a task force. The DEA raided the warehouse. The feds know Tommy is alive. It's not like people think that Tommy's dead. Tommy's picture is on the fucking the bulletin board in the office. The feds know Tommy's alive. And Tommy's just walking the streets. Like, no. We don't need no task force. Bring in the goddamn whole FBI. We know where this nigga's living. Look at all the goddamn plate trackers. They followed them niggas from Old Block all the way down to the Gold Coast. Look and find this blue fucking Mustang and shoot that shit up. Find that blue Mustang and blow that son of a bitch up. Get that motherfucker out of here. Chicago would be 10 times cleaner. We get rid of Tommy right now. I don't want a power movie, but I'm gonna watch it. But God, yeah, Bianca knows he's alive, but the whole DEA knows Tommy's alive. Like, wouldn't we can get the Rico, but wouldn't it be even bigger to get Tommy Egan, the guy who is responsible for the AUSA, the guy that's responsible allegedly for James St. Patrick? Because remember, Tasha Toad said that Tommy did it. The fucking potential lieutenant governor. We got the DNC here. It would be even bigger to arrest the nigga that killed the lieutenant governor candidate. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tommy Egan's right there. Tommy Egan's right there on the board. This is the DEA task force. This is the U.S. attorney. That's the lawyer that's crooked as hell. That's Bobby DeFranco. That's old girl sitting right there that's part of the task force. She's DEA because old boy was DEA. When they did the raid and they were sitting in there, she had the DEA jacket. All federal agencies, the president knows that Tommy Egan is alive. They briefed the president. They said, President, it's been 10 years. That white boy is alive. Yeah, the one that took out the lieutenant governor in the club. You remember Club True? We used to go up there on the weekends. They used to have that Thursday night. Yeah, ladies' night Thursdays. Yeah, remember we used to go in there? He did it. This guy right there, that white boy, he did it. He did it. He did it. And not only that, he's tied to at least 35 more bodies. Hell, if we being honest, yeah, Tommy's over 30 bodies. Just in force alone, and I ain't snitching, but just in force alone, Tommy's at like 31 bodies in two seasons. I'm just saying. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I don't know what the movie could be about. Like, if it's a movie, it had to be around 2 hours, but what would it be on? Tommy trying to save some girl and then getting some dope. Tommy isn't a regular character. Tommy only has one thing that he can do, and that's sell drugs and kill people. So two people. Oh, and get women. So three things. Like, what would the movie even be on? And what would we be able to see in 2 hours that we can't see in a series? Like, we just had one whole episode. I don't know, man. I don't know. Unless we go see Tommy have some peace or go to church or something. But what could we see in a power movie? Power was made for TV, unless it drops on Starz or if Amazon pick it up and they put it on Amazon Prime. But I don't see. I'll be honest. I probably wouldn't go see it in the movie theater. I'll probably wait till it gets on streaming. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll change my mind. Maybe the trailer will be good. I'm gonna go see that Michael Jackson in theaters though. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is Monday Mistakes. We in the living room with it today just because I'm gonna stay up and watch the football game, and I didn't want to have to move the internet back and forth. Plus, it's raining. Y'all know how that internet get when it starts raining over here in Germany. So I'm gonna stay up, watch the football game, and I'm gonna start doing some lives up here. I like to be comfortable. We do have Tubi Tuesday tomorrow. If I can figure out, I might be able to set it up where I can lay down on the couch and watch the Tubi movie on this TV. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 60,000 subscribers. I'm Mo.J. This is Monday Mistakes, where we just talk about the characters and where they went wrong. Not necessarily anything right, not necessarily anything wrong, but we just talk about the mistakes that they made. And it's really just a free live. We do our thing. Oh, yeah, I got a bet with my nephew. My nephew is an Eagles fan, but since Carolina beat the Packers, if Green Bay wins tonight, my nephew got to buy me a Bryce Young jersey because he said that they were better than us. So I said, if y'all can't beat the Packers, you owe me a jersey. So go Pack. You know what I mean? Go Pack. Yeah, that's the Macau. That's the only Russian cognac. And then, that's the triple distilled, the distillery edition Jameson up there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the Mikau, the only Russian cognac brand. So I'm gonna open it though before I leave Germany though. Do I like Germany? Yeah, Germany's straight. I enjoy Germany because I can definitely travel. They just had a game here yesterday in Berlin, but the government shut down, so I didn't get a chance to go. So it's been 40 days since I got paid. I'll get paid next week, hopefully. They get the money out by the end, and then I could be back on my trips. I was supposed to go to Kansas City for Thanksgiving, but that ain't happening now because I just couldn't take the leave for it. So I'll be here for Thanksgiving. Tomorrow I'm gonna throw something on the grill. We got Tubi Tuesday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 60,000 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Power Book 4 Force series finale. We're here. We're here. 9 episodes left. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Love you, and I'm out.